If you go on to enjoy the video, do me a favour and hit that like button. It really does help out the channel a lot. And through Team of the Season, we are going to be doing a hell of a lot of player reviews. And of course, if you need any coins to get you through Team of the Season, head over to u7buy.com. Through Team of the Season, they are doing a pretty big promotion. 15% off when you use the code TVM at checkout. The link is in the description. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. It is, of course, Team of the Season. And it is Leon Bailey. As you can see, number of games played with him and a very good record to boot as well. See if we can have just as much luck within the review to get some nice goals on the board. 4-star, 4-star, left-footed, high-low, which is invaluable in FIFA and has been for a number of years. Quite cheap, actually. I mean, okay, I use the word cheap quite loosely. It's not like it's 50p in a charity shop, but, and I know all about that, but 200,000 coins, maybe 180 in terms of the Xbox. I mean, that's not bad, is it? For a 90 rated Team of the Season from the Bundesliga, who can link in to an awful lot of teams despite the fact that he doesn't have a very good nation in terms of linking. That's not bad at all. And then, of course, we get into the stats, and they are just ridiculous. 98 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, 94 shot power, 94 positioning. He's got 93 free kicks, 90 vision, 95 dribbling, 91 ball control, 90 reactions, 95 balance, 98 agility, and then 90 for jumping and stamina. Jumping, largely irrelevant because he can't head the ball for toffee, really. I don't know where that came from. 66 heading. Awful. He's 5'10", don't even bother. But I would say that the standout stats really are going to be the fact that he sort of fits the meta, I guess. Dribbling, agility, pace. That's why we're looking at this card, and we're maybe looking to replace the current right mid in your team. Now, obviously, I don't know what team you run. I don't know what right mid you currently have, or right wing. I don't actually play with wingers, so as I said earlier with the Barnes review, full transparency, I played him as a striker. Sue me. I play 5-3-2 because I'm a sweaty virgin, right? I can't not play it. I have to play it. And therefore, it's either a centre mid, right wing back, which does not suit this card at all with 29 stand tackle, or I play him as a striker. So put him up front. He's kind of got the similar role as what you would have as a winger. You know, he's going to be in front of goal sometimes. He's going to set people up. He's going to be able to run and take people on. It's going to be one of those kind of situations. This is the team that he played in. Luke Shaw review should probably be out tomorrow. He scores an absolute gem of a goal, runs from his own box and scores against someone who was actually trying to stop him, which makes it even more satisfying. You know, sometimes when you're playing and your opponent just isn't paying attention, or maybe they only realise what you're about to do before it's too late. This guy actively knew what I was doing and still couldn't stop him. Fair play. Check that review out tomorrow. What a finish. That is from Barnes, by the way. You just noticed that. That was like a, I'm going to kick it with my right. No, I'm just going to touch it with my left on my stride. Bailey. Is he any good? Yes, absolutely sensational. I wouldn't say, and I'm going to ruin it straight away, I wouldn't say he's as good as Barnes for the most part. There is something about him, and I think you pretty much know what it is. There is something about him, look at that I prefer, and that is the 4-star skills. I am a huge advocate of skills, especially this season. I mean, every year I like them. Last year, though, it was more the weak foot that I cared about. This year, it's vice versa. I don't really care too much about the weak foot as long as it's a relatively capable 3-star. 4-star is, you know, preferred, if you will, which Bailey has, by the way. It's not that often you find a left-footed player with a 4-star weak foot, but here we are. The skill move's invaluable for me because I use a lot of them, and you can work your way through defences, work your way out of certain situations. I tell you something, though. There is a particular skill move that I don't think requires anything other than a 2-star, and even then I don't even think it requires a 2-star because I think I can do it with goalkeepers. If you use the right stick, or a bit of acrobatics, if you use the right stick and you sort of pull back twice in the direction or the opposite direction to the one you're facing, you'll do this sort of turnaround animation, and he scores an absolute gem of a goal by using that, and I'm using it more and more. I turn around and face away, and then I'll hit back twice the opposite direction with the right stick, bang, he turns around, faces the way that, obviously the way that he wasn't facing, the opposite direction, and all of a sudden I'm bearing down a goal. The defender has absolutely no idea what's going on, and bang, we've scored a goal. Now, You'll see evidence of this in a second, where I think we shoot from right to left. This might be it right here. We might have to wait till the next clip or the one after. But either way, it is a banger of a goal. Big fan of it. And he does it really well, Bailey. Fair play. His agility, his dribbling, everything like that comes into play. There is, of course, the same problem, actually, that Barnes has, and that's the composure issue. And this is the goal. Right, we go down here, we come back, I got nowhere to go. Oh, gone. Just sent him. Completely sent him. He didn't have a clue what was going on. To be fair, I only really kind of just got the gist of what was happening. That was a banger of a goal, and that skill move can be performed by anyone, including goalkeepers. And it is such a good little skill move to use. And a great goal from Barnes, fair play to him. So as we go into the cinematic portion of this video, I don't know if you like this, by the way, in the little review screen, whether you like a fresh game or whether you like the highlights from different angles so you can see, you know, what they do and how they do it. I don't know. I just think this looks cool, but maybe not. Maybe just me. Composure is probably the only thing stat-wise I can complain about, Bailey, and even then, I didn't really find it to be that much of a problem. I've written it down because on paper, it's one of the biggest, if not the only, standout negative about the card. It's the only thing I have to quote-unquote complain about, right? I'm not really complaining about it. I'm acknowledging that he has that sort of deficit on paper. In practice, not once did I think, composure let him down there. I thought that once with Barnes, but it might have been me and the decision that I took, but I'm thinking maybe it could have been the composure. With Bailey, though, absolutely none of it. There was not once did I think, the composure let him down. The only other thing, of course, is linking him into a team. Yes, he's from the Bundesliga, and I mentioned at the beginning that is, of course, a blessing, because it is. Because if he was from the Belgian league, we'd have a bit of a problem, because he's Jamaican. There aren't any that I can think of good Jamaican players in this game. I know a lot of people are going to say Morgan centre-back. Maybe. But how can you link a centre-back to a right wing? Can you? I don't think you can. Unless you play one of them out of position off chem, I don't think that's a thing. But either way, even Morgan isn't a good card in this game anymore. He was, I think he had a silver stars, didn't he? But obviously not very good now. But either way, those are the only two real sort of quote-unquote negatives. But there's nothing really negative about the card. I actually really enjoyed it. I don't think he's quite as good as Barnes, but he is still very, very good. And those two up front together scored an unbelievable amount of goals. I would expect to see either one of them, or maybe even both of them, in Rivals and Champs a lot over the coming weeks. If you want to send me your teams, by the way, feel free to do so. The link for my Twitter is down below. Failing that, of course, you can just leave a comment with maybe your favourite player or the teams you're running at the moment. That'd be interesting to read through. If you have enjoyed this player review, though, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.